Await the email to find out where we're flying. Kobe.
Nice.
Number 2.
He had the big one in New Orleans, so this has become regular.
On its way again! Kobe! On fire!
All right, guys, let's dive into something totally inspiring today. We're talking about Kobe Bryant and his massive impact on the WNBA and women's basketball.
Energy. Every night he gives them a strong move.
Kobe to the basket.
Oh, pretty.
And one.
I mean, seriously, Kobe wasn't just an NBA legend. He was a true champion for women's sports. You know, like after his playing days, he really went all in on supporting the next generation of female athletes. It's just incredible how he worked closely with stars like Diana Taurasi and Sabrina Ionescu, mentoring and pushing them, right? He saw their talent, seriously believing they deserve the same spotlight as the NBA greats. And if you're watching this video, odds are you're into basketball. So don't forget to subscribe. Let's hit that 1,000 subscribers mark together so you never miss the latest stories. Now, moving on to more personal, heartfelt moments. 5 years after we lost Kobe, players from the WNBA and beyond are still sharing these deeply moving tributes to him. It's incredible, really, how much he meant to them. You see, players like Diana Taurasi still cherish the memories they made, you know? She recalls him sitting courtside at her games, giving her insights that she holds dear even today. Can you imagine? One of the first things Kobe tells her, a defensive tip that stuck with her. It's kind of amazing how his simple words could make such an impact, right? Different players have their own stories, like Satou Sabally from the Dallas Wings. She says she's carrying on his legacy, and when I think about it, she's like really speaking for all of them. And then there's Kate Martin, who plays for Laces BC. She has this connection to Kobe through his relentless mentality. Even though she never met him, his influence is just, so present. When the tragic news of his passing broke, Kate remembers exactly where she was. Don't we all have those moments? These kind of imprint on us, don't they? So, Kate shares how she still cherishes his mentality, that relentless competitiveness that Kobe was so well known for. His drive to elevate women's sports was something that resonated deeply with her and many others. When Bryant and Gianna, his daughter, frequently attended games together, it was really something special. They were, how do I put this, sort of a beacon for women's basketball. Sabally reflected on those times too, like how in Oregon, her team bonded over their connection to Kobe. It's kind of fascinating, right? How his support brought them closer together, creating something long-lasting. She shared that emotional bit about how their connection transcends the court because Kobe was this genuine supporter of women's basketball. And, Sabally gets emotional thinking about it, how the league has grown since Kobe's impact. It's like he wasn't just there for the game, he was there for them, for real. So, at the end of the day, these tributes mean so much. They aren't just stories. They are testaments to his influence that lingers on. Teresa Weatherspoon, a former coach and current leader at Vinyl BC, talks about that too. Kobe was a face of advocacy for women's sports. She fondly talks about how Kobe recognized the special gift women's basketball has. It was truly when many people began to follow suit because, well, Kobe saw and celebrated the unique talent these women brought to the game. Anyway, this kind of tribute, it's not just about memory. It's action that players are motivated to carry forward. They make it a point to honor his forward-thinking vision. I mean, it's pretty incredible when you think of how he elevated not just the game, but their spirits too. Tributes today aren't like just paying respects to Kobe, but are stories that remind everyone how far they've come, stirred by his profound belief in their potential. So where does all of this lead us? Well, when we look at Kobe's legacy and the growth of women's basketball, it's honestly kind of amazing. After his passing, the momentum in women's sports didn't just pause. It kept going strong and even picked up speed. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Last season, the WNBA recorded its most watched regular season in 24 years. It's like, wow, right? This uptick in viewership and attendance is, I guess, exactly what Kobe envisioned. You see, Bryant wasn't just about pushing personal boundaries. He wanted the entire women's game to flourish. His vision was all about lifting women's sports to the same prominence as the men's. And that's what's happening today. It's evident in the initiatives like the new 3-on-3 league, Unrivaled, where stars like Nafisa Collier and Breanna Stewart are taking the forefront. Seriously, it's like Kobe set the groundwork and now players are continuing that mission with an incredible drive. Kobe's influence is sewn into the fabric of what we see today. The league's achievements in viewership and popularity are, I think, a celebration of what Kobe and his daughter, Gianna, hope to see. Like, can you imagine the pride he'd have for this growth? For him, It wasn't just about women making it into the spotlight, it was about them owning that space, you know? And now, women's sports are indeed reaching those heights he talked about. It's not just about the game on the court. It's about inspiring the future generation, like he did. These players, they carry his vision not only in their performances, but also by breaking new ground in sports advocacy. At the end of the day, it's this relentless pursuit of growth and excellence that truly keeps Kobe's legacy alive. All right, guys, if you've been following along, tell me, what do you think of Kobe's impact on women's basketball? Let me know in the comments how his belief in women's sports inspires you. I'm super curious to hear your thoughts.